Good afternoon, you beautiful souls, my brothers and sisters, my neuromelanated family. I hope that you all are having a wonderful day today, as I am. It's a beautiful day every day, and I embrace it. I made a decision to embrace it, so I hope you are too. I wanted to come and talk to you today about a message that I received this afternoon. I was watching a video, and I tell you, the minute I started hearing the words and the comments and the messages in the video, I automatically knew I just had to share it with you. The first thing I want to remind you is that, again, we are rising collectively. All across the diaspora, we are rising. And it is affecting the whole planet. The universe is fixing our DNA. And Mother Earth is cleansing our planet. It is our time. But we have much work to do. I want to show you this video, and I want you to concentrate on every word that's being stated and every message that is being given in this video. I want you to listen, hang on to every word, because the whole video, it's not very long, but it's very, very powerful in the message that is given. So bear with me, and please listen.
My biggest move right now is trying to change as many minds that look like us back into the Afrocentric. Worry about me, worry about minds, worry about minds. I'm not going to help nobody else who look like me build up. When everybody else do it, but
Let me get it back. Get it back, so I don't want you to miss anything. Okay. Come on.
my biggest move right now is trying to change as many minds that look like us back into the Afrocentric mindset opposed to the Eurocentric mindset. We're so trained and it's so embedded to have that Eurocentric mindset that worry about myself, worry about me, worry about minds, worry about minds. I'm not going to help nobody else who look like me build up when everybody else do it but us. When you made over $100 million in your career, right? Is 105 going to change? 110 going to change your lifestyle? Realistically. You know how many people you can change lifestyle with $10 million in our hood? In our communities? We were in the lockout. We were in not the lockout, but we were in the bubble. George Floyd happens. That's right. We stopped playing. We're in there. We're gonna ask the owners for it. We're gonna ask the owners for it. Stop asking them for. What are we asking them for? I went down the line. No book. And you can show. You can ask these dudes if not. I got Paul George sitting right here. I got DeMar DeRozan sitting right here. I got Russell Westbrook sitting right here. I'm literally sitting next to all of these dudes who are LA guys. I'm like, bro, I'm not counting your chips, but everybody else is. So you make 200, you make 200, you make 175, you make 150, you make 180. Why don't y'all have your own gym? Why we gotta go to UCLA to work out in LA every time? Y'all all come from the exact same community. You want to inspire kids that look like you. All it takes is 5 of them. 5. 250, 250, 250, 250, 250. What bank gonna turn us down? We about to build this whole shit out for our community. We're gonna build gyms, rec centers, start leagues and all that. Who's gonna stop us? We got the money. We don't have the mindset. Our mindset, we'd rather go throw $60,000 in the club, in the strip club. Go throw $60,000 than go feed 2,500 people in the hood.
Going out because I had an epiphany on my birthday this year. I went out on my birthday and I spent like $10,000. the club. I'm not joking. On my, drinks, went like 4 clubs, drinking, partying. So the next morning I woke up, it's not the money really, but I just thought that where did this 10,000 go? This $10,000 I just spent buying champagne, at least 8,000 of it has gone to France. So this is just for alcohol alone. In a week in Nigeria, we send millions of dollars out of our economy to empower foreigners. Just because we see it on TV and we believe that's luxury, that's how we must live. That's the way to. That morning I went to change my Facebook profile. You have to put about yourself. I put really fun. Because everybody's idea of fun is to go out and get wasted. So I'm not going out again. So I'm really fun.
Think about it. I've done it. I can't sit here and be like, oh man, I'm a hypocrite. I've done this myself. I've thrown money in the club, literally, blindly, aimlessly drunk, at a ball. And now I sit back like I'm a stupid ass. I could have fed my whole community 10 times over with the money I was just late on the bus.
Right.
Because I'm so wrapped into me. I got that Eurocentric mindset. I need this designer jacket. I need these jeans. I need this book bag. I need to be looking like this because the vets got this. I'm pushing this car.
As black people, our music cannot be about these things. It's just ridiculous. To come from a continent where 90 people are living in poverty and you're talking about your Benz. Come on, man. Come on. Because music, we cannot use our music to oppress our people. Our music cannot be, young people should listen to music and it should make them feel like, yeah, let me get up and be positive. Let me get up and make things happen. Not listen to music and then you're like, oh man, I'm a loser. Look at what this guy has. I don't have anything. Like he can take my girlfriend. No, man, come on. This is not what we should be doing to the minds of young people. This is what perpetuates the corruption in Africa. Our musical culture. That's why Fela was attacked so much by even his fellow musicians who saw that, aligning themselves with the elite will give them shows in their parties. They'll be making their little 10 million naira a week.
So I'm putting people, young brothers who look like me, in a worse situation.
Because they looking up to you.
They look up to me. So when they think, oh, this is cool, this is what they saying he did this and that, he did this, he threw soup on the coach or whatever, they think that is cool. Look at what we glorify. Strip club, getting high, setting people up, killing people. Like, look at what we glorify. They put millions and millions of dollars into this. Record labels put billions of dollars into this and sell. And we still get raped off of entertainment.
Right. So, this is the why behind your movement right now?
100%.
So it's strategic.
Very. For me, I look at Mike. He got his own golf course. I've never played it, but a lot of, from what I hear about it, it's very us over there. When you listen to the stories about him going to certain places as Michael Jordan, and white men used to be like, can't play here. This is Michael Jordan. It ain't about that no more. It ain't about the fame. It ain't about how much money you got. It's what you're doing for young people, because they got golf clubs, country clubs, banks, everything for them. And then let you know, it's not for you. We didn't build this for you. Rolex, Timberland, Gucci, Louis, all these that we wear, they tell me we didn't make this for you.
Right.
And we still spend the most collectively on all of that. Instead of putting it into, what I asked you about when you come from the bathroom.
He asked me what I was doing with my clothing brand and what we trying to do financial literacy for the collegiate kids.
Why would I go spend $50,000 in Gucci? I can go spend $50,000 with him and we can really do it.
Damn life.
Facts.
My shoes are made by a Nigerian guy, and they're the most expensive things that I'm wearing right now. So I really want us to get to that point of consciousness where we realize that we can't waste our wealth on luxury and consumerism.
That's from Prada, Gucci, Dior, these bags from Adidas, and before I go, all these Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Prada, Chanel, Ralph Lauren, Versace. They might appear good, But every time you buy them, you're weakening your economy and strengthening the economies of these brands, whichever country they're coming from, whether it's Europe or the US. When we support our own products, the quality might not be as good, but that's the sacrifice that we have to make and give our people a chance to improve the quality, because to improve the quality, you have to work. So every time you make a mistake, you become better. The next piece that you produce will be better. Quality will keep improving as long as we support our markets. Those are some of the things that we have to look at. And I've talked, extensively about, for instance, the African sandals. I showed, African sandals versus Gucci sandals, which Gucci sandals are being sold for $400, whereas the African sandals are sold for less than $5. So if we make a conscious decision to buy the African sandals and leave the Gucci sandals for whoever, we shall see the benefit, and it will not take long for us to see the benefits of those decisions.
Us as motherland people is that we do not think as motherland people. We think first as Europeans, then we think as Nigerians before we think as Africans. And by the time we start thinking as Africans, it's too late. People don't understand what Nigeria is. The identity that they're giving you, that Nigeria. The fact that they renamed us is an oppressive act. I'm Yoruba, but the only way I can see the world is as a Nigerian. Meaning that as a Yoruba, I am barred from seeing the world. My true identity is not allowed to see the world. I must carry my Nigerian passport, bear my Nigerian identity as a sanctioned savage. This savage has been civilized from Yoruba to Nigeria. Now we are going to see the world. Be who you are, speak your English. Ha 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 ha. We are living in an open air concentration camp. So if our young African people are chasing the American dream, there's something seriously wrong with their psyche. There's something seriously wrong with Africans trying to acquire the American dream. Our dream should be Africa. Our dream should be a better Africa. And a better Africa is not an Africa filled with consumers. A better Africa is an Africa filled with community-orientated young people. That is what we need. Africa should be young people in Africa should concentrate on our suffering children, hungry children, our suffering women, the victims of oppression, the victims of corruption, especially we that have the means.
That was a lot. And it was very powerful. And I hope you listened to every word. Very, very powerful message in that video. So you see, now we have the entertainers are waking up. There used to be a time when you hardly would hear that kind of talk, because a lot of them used to think that they were special, and that the laws of the land made by the inorganic ones were laws for us, the peons, the peasants. But now, they're waking up, our entertainers, and they're figuring it out, that they are no better than we are. In the end times, it's the clearing of the veil, and all truth is being revealed. Nothing is being hid any longer. So if you pay attention to how a lot of these celebrities have gotten their wake-up call, celebrities such as Bill Cosby, R. Kelly, there's been several. Bill Cosby, R. Kelly, who else? Mike Tyson. They've always fought with Mike Tyson. Nick Cannon is another one. These celebrities have gotten their wake-up call. And they're now realizing that it doesn't matter how much money they have, that the inorganic ones allow them to have, the evil elites. They still don't have the power with the money. So it's still like, they're just as enslaved as we are. And the sacrifice that they have to make in order to get the peanuts that they give them, it's not worth it. They're still killing them. They're still destroying them. They're killing their legacy. So it's not worth it. And they're finally figuring it out, that we are all one people. And actually, across the whole planet, we are one people. If you are neuromelanated, you are me and I am you. There's no difference. And they're making sure that they remind us of that. So, religion, they manipulated us to believe that there's a white Jesus out there that is superior. That the fact that, whether you believe in Jesus or not, the fact that they tell us that he's white is the key to what they're using and how they're manipulating our minds collectively to view them, that race of people, and make us look at them as superior. So, and that's what they use religion for, to keep us divided and separated and to destroy us. And as long as we're worshiping a Jesus, especially one that looks like them, we're going to forever hold on to the things that we need to be rid of so that we can be set free. Because we are collectively in prison. And I think one of the entertainers on that video mentioned that we're still enslaved. We're enslaved. It's like we're on in the open, enslaved in the open, but we're still enslaved. And when you're enslaved in your mind, in many ways sometimes can be worse than being enslaved in chains, chattel slavery. So enslaved is enslaved. It's just a more sophisticated way that they've done it. Politics. Just because, you need to understand that just because they give you a black president or a black congressman or black anything in politics does not mean that anything is going to ever change for us. And it hasn't. They have proven that. And that's why I don't argue with people about voting. Because I understand that voting doesn't matter. Voting doesn't matter. And politics is actually politics. And just because they give you a black Supreme Court judge, it doesn't matter. They work for them, and they're going to follow their protocol in this evil system. So again, we have still been tricked, and people argue about voting. And I had a old colleague of mine. I thought I was going to have to put him out of my car. He fussing at me because I wouldn't share with him what my stance was on voting. And I told him that's a personal preference, and it's really none of your business, and it's not. And so be careful, people. Don't get in no argument with anybody about any of this politic foolishness, because that's all it is. We're not going to win with politics. We are who we've been waiting for, people. We're going to have to separate totally from this system. Separation. And I mean separation. Total. Get our own and leave them alone. That's what we're going to have to do in order to be free. Because they have proven to us that why they've come here, I said come here, why they were created to be here, they've proven to us that if we could just dig a little deep and open up our third eye and pay attention, we'll understand there's no winning with them. And like I said, you have some that, vibrate high, and but you got to be careful. You just have to be careful with all of them, because you just don't never know. And I had to learn that the hard way. And that's a topic for another day. But we are who we've been waiting for. Nobody is coming to save us but us. So we need to understand that. We need to realize that racism / the caste system that they have created is the biggest system on the planet. And it's the most, I want to say, complex system, in a sense. For those of us who have been studying that system for a long time, you know, many of us pretty much have dissected it and we understand it quite well. But until you understand racism, white supremacy, everything about it will confuse you. So religion, politics, racism, caste system, all of those are the biggest, I hear the biggest arguments today are pertaining to those topics. And I tell you, I challenge you guys to rise above it. Don't argue with anyone. If you know what you know, then just know it and keep it moving. Because a lot of our people are still catching up. We're still waking up every day. And we just have to believe that enough of us are going to get there. And we are, because we're destined to be. So I hope you can take something from this video. I hope and pray that maybe even something I said, piggybacking off of the video, will help you really understand what's taking place on the planet right now, across the whole planet. Just to hear them guys in Africa speak that way really motivates my heart. It really blesses me, because I've always had a mind, you know, to believe in us all uniting together. That's a dream that I've always had, and I know that in some ways we're collectively one group, but then there's some differences in, you know, in our melanated groups, but we're still one people. Our DNA is what makes us closer to the same, even in our differences. So I thank you for listening. Please pass on the information. If you get it and it resonates, please don't sit on it. Please don't. Pass it on, because we all need this information. And so I thank you once again for listening. Please like the video. Share. And like I say, I always tell you to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And I thank you, my people. Keep ascending. Keep being beautiful. Keep learning. Keep teaching. And namaste. Ashe. And all of that. I love you. Take care. Till next time.